Good morning, y'all. So recently purchased a Leer topper for the truck. I know the colors don't match. I may at some point sand and repaint this so they do match. I actually don't mind the red on there right now. We'll see. The little graphic here I bought off Etsy just because I love the mountains and the lakes and the forest, and that's where I want to be constantly. Hey, so when you buy one of these campers, right, one of the things you got to do is hook up the brake light. Most states require it. So it's actually a pretty simple process. I wanted to show you guys, kind of take you through it. This is the Leer camper. It has a 6-pin connector right there. You go search on the web, a lot of places sell just a 6-pin Leer connector. Plug in, right? I'm only concerned about a couple wires here. So, black is ground. Red is what goes up to the light. And the white one I'm going to be using for domage. So they had just battery operated domage. I'm actually going to run an LED strip in here to a switch, and that way it's nice and bright when I want to search for things in here. Pretty easy to route down through. There's a little hole here on the side if you follow the thing down right on the driver's side. Hole here. This is the channel all the way down through. I'll take you down below and show you what that looks like on the bottom. So there's what it looks like on the bottom, right? Here's the wire, here's the channel, comes down through, that's my wire. Right into the middle of the truck. To all this bundle. Let me zoom out. Which I am zoomed out, so about as far away as I can get. This is the bundle as it came through there, right here. I know there's lots of wires here. That's my 7-pin, my 4-pin here. This has got a bunch of, obviously, Ford coming from the front, right? And I've hooked into some things. So, like I said, a couple wires we're concerned about, right? The red that goes back up top, which is this guy right here. The white, which is my domage, and the black, which is my ground. So on this truck, the white was easy to identify because it's already hooked up. I cut and spliced into that, hooked the black wire into it with it. Boom, done. The red one actually comes off of this little guy, which you should buy, or something very similar, right? And all this does is take the yellow and green off your trailer lights, and you hook them into this guy. So this has 4 wires coming out of it: red, black, yellow, and green. The yellow and green you'll hook into your left and right turn signals on your trailer lighting. The black is a ground. You hook it obviously into your ground. And the red hooks into the red of the 6-pin harness and goes back up top. Super simple. None of these wires I'm worried about. This is off the 6-pin connector. Yellow, blue, and green. Not going to use. I can post the link to this too in the comments. This little charger, or this little adapter thingy. If you don't use this, you're going to get incorrect signals to your brake light up top. All it does is combine it. Makes it super simple. Well worth the money, guys. Easy. A lot of ways to connect this. I went with just snipping the wires, soldering the wires back together. Yes, I did solder them because I like a good connection and I don't want them to ever fail, or at least, shouldn't fail. And just wiring out it, tape back up, right? I know it's kind of messy. Apologize for that, but it's all that went to it. So for power for the dome light, I actually hooked it into, so that is going to be my white wire going back up. I hooked that into my existing lights on the truck. I did that for 2 reasons. Number one, if I need lights back there, I'm probably going to have the lights on the truck anyway, because it's probably going to be dark. Number 2 is when my lights are off, I know my dome light's off, right? So if my lights are on my truck, my dome light can come on. And there's obviously going to be a switch up there. When they're off, the dome lights can't be on, and running my battery down. So I know there's a black wire that's a constant source of power back here for the trailers, right? The black wire should be a source for charging like the batteries and stuff on the trailers. I didn't want to tap into that because I don't want a constant source to get left on, and I come out with a dead battery because my dome lights and my topper were on. Anyway, that's what I've done. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll send a picture or post a link of this little guy in the comments so you can see it, because I know I can't really focus in on that. Nope, not really. That's terrible. So Have a good morning. Have a good day. And y'all take care.